right on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece comes from the Daily Mail newspaper, and it's entitled How Jeremy Corbyn Met Soviet-Backed Spy During the Cold War, but he actually denies it. This is not even major news in the UK, for some reason. This is the head of the Labour Party, the official opposition in the UK, denying he met a Soviet-backed spy in the 80s. But the problem for him is the Daily Mail have actual evidence. They have a document, which is the cover page for my podcast. But you can go to their website, links on my site, and you can see the actual document. His name is there in black and white. And furthermore, there is evidence that he was tipped off by a foreign intelligence service during that period of certain activities related to MI5 that were going on during the Cold War. Now, what does that really mean? Well, it means he was being monitored by MI5. Why would they do that? Well, they would only do that if this politician was up to no good in their mind. This person is a Marxist and a communist, and I'll say again, and he's the leader of the official opposition in the UK. And he is anti-NATO and seeks to undermine that organisation at a time when Russia is a bigger threat to the safety and security of the West than in recent times. I shudder to think, I absolutely shudder to think what could and would happen if he ever gained the reins of power in the UK. For the safety and the security of NATO, let alone the UK itself. The situation would be disastrous, and I can't imagine the road that he would set the country down. Back to the 70s and back to social unrest. And after all, that's what they want. They want civil discourse, they want radicalism, and they want the country to collapse, and society in general, and then they can take it over completely, and then they can invite their Russian friends in to put things right, can't they? You think I'm exaggerating? Well, this is exactly what happened in Hungary, and this is exactly what happened in Czechoslovakia. Britain is so weak. It's so weak now. It relies on the goodwill of others to get its troops from A to B, and it has no aircraft carriers anymore, other than the one that's in dry dock and doesn't work. It doesn't have enough troops to fill a football pitch, and it cannot defend itself. And they, the left, know it. But the problem for us all is that the UK does have nukes. So, if they fall into the hands of the lefties, God help us all. Your thoughts. Links, as always, on my site. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.